It's been over a year now since the pandemic started. And this is the biggest thing we've gone through in our lifetime, frankly. We haven't lived through a world war. I mean, this is like a war. All of humanity around the globe is fighting a war against an insidious, invisible enemy. And it's getting stronger. It's getting better at surviving. It is learning to adapt and evolve. And we need to adapt and evolve to fight it. And unfortunately, a lot of people are not taking it seriously. Some people are becoming complacent. They're getting sick of the restrictions. Some people see the restrictions as infringing on their freedoms, but they're to protect you. When the government says to stay home and to wear a mask and to wash your hands and to stay away from people, they're not trying to take away your freedoms. They're trying to keep you alive. We are fighting a virus that has killed thousands of people and continues to. And now there are several variants of concern and variants under investigation because the virus is mutating. It is finding ways to be more transmissible, more deadly. And we need to take this seriously. And I feel like a lot of people are downplaying it because they don't want to cause a panic. Well, maybe you need to panic. Fear is survival. That's what keeps you alive. Because when you're afraid of a very real threat, you will do everything to avoid it. I mean, if we could see, and this ball reminds me of the coronavirus with the spikes. If it was this big and we could see it, we would know to avoid it. But it's not. There are tiny particles and it's airborne. I mean, just recently it was trending on Twitter, COVID is airborne, as if this was new information. Have we not known this since last year? It's respiratory. You breathe in particles through your nose and your mouth and it gets into your lungs. So that's why you keep a distance from people, because if they cough, sneeze, breathe, shout, sing in your vicinity, those particles are in the air. Now,
The coronavirus continues to evolve, mutate, and adapt. When the virus infects human cells, the genetic code is copied to produce new virus particles. Errors occur resulting in mutations of the virus. Some of them have little effect. Some may be detrimental. But sometimes the mutation is beneficial for the virus, making it easier to attach to human cells or to avoid the body's immune system after vaccination or previous infection. Viruses naturally mutate. COVID has been undergoing mutations from the very start. One of the first global mutations was D614G, which scientists nicknamed Doug. I call it Doug the Spreader. It affects the spike protein. Its frequency is increasing. Glycine G replaces aspartic acid D. It increases the transmission rate. This variant has become the main form in the pandemic. Another common mutation is N501Y, which they nicknamed Nelly. This mutation alters the spike protein's shape to help the virus attach more easily to human cells. I call it binding Nelly. So it makes the virus more powerful and infectious, spreading more easily. One of the most dangerous mutations so far is E4A4K, or EEK, escape EEK. It's an escape mutation, improving the virus's ability to evade the immune system. It changes the spike protein in a way that makes it harder for vaccines or previous infection antibodies to latch onto the virus. There are a number of variants of concern. The B117 variant from the UK, P1 variant from Brazil, B1351 from South Africa. There are other variants that are under investigation and not labeled variants of concern yet. B1617 in India has a double mutation, E484Q and L452R. Two variants emerged in California, B1427 and B1429. In New York City, B1526 emerged. It has both the DUG and EEK mutations to spread more easily and evade immunity. A Breton variant, known only as Le Variant Breton in France, is sort of a stealth mode variant that avoids detection in PCR tests. All 8 people that carried it have died. It seems scientists aren't sure if it's more deadly or contagious, but it would certainly seem to be. The P3 variant out of the Philippines shares mutations with P1 and is under investigation. It has the Nelly and EEK mutations, but it's not classified as a variant of concern yet. It may be more transmissible and escape immunity. Other variants are B1525 from the UK and Nigeria, B11207 from Nigeria. That one has not been found more dangerous. B11317 in Australia.
There are a lot of things that we can't control, but we need to control what we can. Take precautions, stay home, stay safe, wear a mask, wash your hands, social distance. And for those who can't stay home, for those who work in industries where they have to go out, essential services, emergency services, those people need to be protected. They need to have proper PPE. they need to be vaccinated. They should be highest priority for vaccinations. And they should have paid sick days, and they should have proper protocols in place to protect them.